So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Vermin! Oh, it's come loose. Defending of the desperate variety. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Eric Garcia clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Mbappe. And here's De Jong. Mbappe! Big chance, corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Araujo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Played out to the left flank. That looks a good ball through. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's having a hit! Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. Mateus. It's a good spell of possession, this. Little pass back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Mbappe. Eric Garcia was in no mood for any of that. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Knocks it into space.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, very good job, he positioned himself there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Balde. Well, they can break here. Barcelona are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Al-Kubasi is there, and he can get that clear. Played out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gavi. And it's Lopez. Balde. For Ferran Torres. And here's Lopez. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
That looks a cracking ball. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Lewandowski, nicely spread. He's had it taken off him. Mateus, out towards the flank. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Plays it through. Pass is just off target. Guardiola. Mateus. Here's Vieira. Guardiola. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that has been slung wide.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Eric Garcia. And it's Lopez. And here's Ferran Torres.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Guardiola. Plays the return pass. And he's there to clear it. Eric Garcia did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's going to be disappointed with that. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. Yeah. Now, what about a counter-attack? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Very nicely done. Oh, he's getting hounded, really. And he shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And it's hoisted clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Well, that pass surprised everyone and not in a good way. Gavi.
That's good play from him.
The attendance
Now
for
it's
this match
Ferran
was
Torres.
60,332.
De Jong. Mateus under intense pressure.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
Chance to deliver.
Well played and well cleared.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Lewandowski. Shot at goal! And a neat finish! And the game has liftoff! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitution in progress.
And he's managed to get rid.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rashford. And here's Dani Olmo. Engages and forces him off the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Yeah. Hops for safety. De Jong. And this is Lewandowski. Tries to play it through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Lewandowski. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Araujo. Rafinha. He's onside. Arsenal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They're up to 5 corners now. Cleared away. He's going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Eric Garcia.
Very much into the last knockings.
Kubasi. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Spread out to the
2
left.
added minutes has been indicated.
And he's well positioned here. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lewandowski is flagged offside. Vardiol. Vardiol in acres of space out wide. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. It's a really well-measured ball. Thinks about the shot. Lewandowski! Katamo. Sporting ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Vieira. Threads one in. Picked out brilliant, and he shoots! So we're still where we started right now. Sporting are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Trincao. Katamo. Ball is over the line. pinches it off him. Mbappe. That's a lovely, neat pass. He is just caressing. Shot a goal! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Trincao. Diomande. Mbappe. And it's De Jong. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Harmlessly behind.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Trincao. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely bit of skill. Nicely shaped cross. Rui Silva claims it, safe hands. And that's a throw-in. Konate. Marquinhos. He's found a way through. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? That has been slung wide. It's a sweeping cross, and he shoots! It's a loose ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Now it's Mbappe. And now they can clear their lines. Konate. Oh, good spread. Katamo. And here's Trincao. De Jong. Shifted it to the flank. That has ended up in no man's land. Katamo. Mbappe. Mbappe making good progress. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh my word, that is quite something! That is a gem! And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Arsenal really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Arsenal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half. Arsenal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Chance for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This looks promising. He's found some space. Mbappe! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That has not gone well. Vieira. And the counter is on. Now, can they get him away? Good ball, good take. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Still just a single goal between the sides. Katamo. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Out towards the flank. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Referee has just said play on.
Sporting really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Yeah, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Now it's Lewandowski, and it's De Jong. Lewandowski given the lift of his goal. Now it's Mbappe, he's going for goal! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Quenda. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe makes a dash for it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Look at this chance, surely! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Quenda. Courtois with the clearance. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Vardiol.
Now it's Lewandowski. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That's a sharp pass. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that pass isn't the best.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Arsenal can consider themselves just about safe now. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get it through? And he's decided to go for it. Into the last 5 minutes. Spread it left. Looking for options for movement. And that's another good win of the ball. De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski. No way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in a great position here. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Guillemets. And that will be the final act. Arsenal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Mbappe claiming the man of the match. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Shifted it to the flank. Really fierce, close defending. Knocks it out wide. Tavares gets into a good position. Tavares is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Noslin. And it's made its way to him. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Totti. Oh, no joy this time. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all round.
Zaccagni. Noslin. Maldini does well to get it back.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Out towards the flank. Noslin was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Barella. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Noslin. Played out to the left flank. Noslin. Now it's Zaccagni. Thinks about the shot. Now the Taylor! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shevchenko. Chance here to counter. Now Davids. And it's Barella. And here's Thuram. Cancellieri.
Thuram clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Romagnoli. That's Cataldi. Taylor. And Tavares. Taylor. Spread it left. Tavares. There they go, hunting in packs. What a throw in. Basic is onto this. Takes a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Aldair with the clearance. He's a sharp little ball here. Cancellieri! And he's quick to get rid. And he should have made them pay.
Cancellieri deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Noslin with the short one. Now it's Basic. Cancellieri. Incoming delivery. Oh, well played. So what can they make of this? And it's Lazzari. Now it's Noslin. Now it's Basic. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Zaccagni. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Lazzari. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Muslim, and the finish! Same again, same outcome.
Lazio really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And they've got rid. Nuno Tavares. Great vision. Zaccagni. That's very neat. It's a promising position.
There will be 1 minute
Cataldi.
added time.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Totti. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet
And
off the
there they
mark.
are.
Yeah,
Please
0-0,
welcome
but
our
definitely
players,
not from the
everyone.
want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Romagnoli clears it away. He's rising! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Tries to get it clear. He's trying to skip past. Can he finish? Basic. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's in a great position. Decent chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Nuno Tavares. Here's Zaccagni. He's had it taken off him. Aldair. Hila. Basic. Spread to the right. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Thuram. And that's gone loose. Played out towards the right wing. Taylor. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Cataldi.
The attendance
It
for
is
this
still
match was
anyone's game, 0-0.
61,052.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Tries to play it through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pressing high and with purpose. Barella. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's nice. That is good strength. Basic. Over to the right flank. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Plays it through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Cataldi, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's going wide left. And it's Basic. And he's picked it up out wide. He slings it in. And that's the keeper's ball.
Lazio really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball. Lazio clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, good spread. Taylor. Zaccagni. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Turan. Now it's Noslin. Totti. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 7.
Arsenal are making a change now.
Number 18. Shevchenko.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Number 23.
Lazio are looking to go forward now.
Turan. Coming on the field. Number 9.
Pedro.
Del Piero.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a
Number
goal.
8. Baggio. Number 17.
He's got away. This is Immobile. He's onside. It's going to be another corner, I think. Del Piero plays it short. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Del Piero goes short. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. Taylor. Now Mario Gila. And it's Basic. Taylor. And it's Marusic.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
To stoppage time, and it is still 0-0.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Can he finish? Romagnoli clears without hesitation. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Del Piero. And a chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. And it's Shevchenko. And he welcomes it in. Oh, great leap! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Can he get it through? Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all round.
Out of play for a throw. And here's Barella. Lovely feet. Barella! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Arsenal gain their reward with an early goal. Now it's Thuram. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Barella. Now it's Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! Gorgeous from Thuram. About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
Thuram! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. The ball goes in. He's rising! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Bergomi. That has not gone well. Barella. Davids. And the finish! And there's his chance to lead the counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Davids. Oh, a delicate chip through. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was... And he's decided to go for it. Thuram. Good effort from distance. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And he's forced to go back. Not the most accurate pass. Barella, Aldair.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Shevchenko gets a foot in here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's half-time.
Arsenal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Arsenal claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Shevchenko was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, that's a key interception. Turns back here, probably the best option. Totti, it's a pretty loose pass.
Well, they'll keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And they've got rid. Thuram currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 28.997 spettatori.
Barella does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
This is the time you need that pace.
Plays the return pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that could set him on his way. Shevchenko has it in a wide position. Oh, such a clever touch. Getting up there! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Davids. Lovely bit of... He's having a pop! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Opts to play it back. And this is Shevchenko! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Now it's Thuram. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Totti. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to pass it through. Totti. To Barella. Davids. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Thuram pinches it off him. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 19, numero 96. Lasciano il campo per
No,
il numero
didn't quite have the
77,
weight on it.
il numero 23.
He's found a way past. Oh, what a ball!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Can he get on the end of this? Muscular approach does pay off here. And that is that. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Thuram claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.